Billibatt Productions presents The O-Line Mysteries, brought to you by chickpimp.com. Plopped down in the middle of the San Francisco Bay sits O-Lone Island, with its quiet streets, Victorian homes, and well-behaved palm trees. A positively idyllic setting, teeming with mystery.
Lorna, wake up.
Hi.
Oh, sweetie, how's your tummy?
Better. Sally, what day is it?
It's 7 p.m. on Friday. I just got home. Do you need anything?
No. I'm okay. I'm just tired. There was a war in my tummy today.
Oh. What are you watching here?
I don't know. I fell asleep during an old movie. What's that?
It looks like you're watching the public access channel.
No, what's that perched on his head?
Yeah, it does look like something the cat threw up.
Christ, what a thing to wake up to.
Oh, sweetie, he's just the local hate monger. Here, turn it off. Just listening to him gives me the flu.
What's weird is somewhere there's someone who just thinks he's the dreamiest.
Yes, but does it walk on two legs?
Ew.
Exactly. Now, do you think you could hold down some broth and crackers?
Why not give it a whirl and see what comes up?
I'm glad to see you've got your appetite back.
Tell me about it. Stomach flu's no joke. I lost 5 pounds last week at Annie. I missed our lunches.
Me too. I was forced to lunch with my pets all week.
Tim was home all week?
Ha ha. Actually, my pet is on a business trip this week. His first.
Oh, God, tell me it's convention.
No, nothing so sordid. He's training a guy in Phoenix or something.
Then you should have dinner with us a couple of times this week. Eating dinner alone is sad.
Hey, I like my me time.
Really?
Yes, I'm a very interesting dinner date.
You just like to hear yourself talk.
Well, that's not fair.
Oh, I forgot to tell you about the crazy man on public access.
There's only one? Come on, it's public access.
No, listen, he's on Thursday nights at like 6. You have to watch him.
Why?
He's crazy. Like a total train wreck, and he wears this big wig.
And who doesn't love crazy? How big is the wig?
Remember Devo's plastic hair pieces?
Oh, I love Devo.
No, he's that special kind of crazy. You know, the ones that first start out, they make total sense, and then he makes that jump into paranoid theoryville. I'm thinking about doing an article on him.
Like an expose?
I don't know yet. I have to find out more about him.
Okay, but don't make me be the voice of reason here. You know, if he really is crazy, it's kind of unethical to do this tongue-in-cheek. You have to be compassionate.
Well, he has a rerun of last week's show on tonight. You listen and tell me what you think. Hello?
Oh, Lorna, I see what you're talking about now. Guys like that always end up being pee-pee touchers or something horrible.
Yeah, right, Annie. Thank you.
You should just dig up some dirt on him and confront him with it.
Even if he's really crazy?
Especially if he's really crazy.
Then I'm going to need some help, and we need a plan.
I'll be right over. Have you ever noticed you don't have a dong?
I know, I only have a ding.
Hi, Annie.
Hey, Sally, you don't have a dong.
And how is Tim?
Out of town.
Come on in. I was just formatting. Okay, so here's what we know about Mr. Wiggy.
You mean Fred Earl?
Whatever. He's nowhere on the web and not listed in the phone book.
Where do we start?
I'm going to email the cable show and see if I get a response. Meanwhile, you prowl the web. There's a bunch of stuff written about him, but nothing on him directly.
But what are you going to tell the cable show?
That I'm writing an article about small-town public access shows. You know, compare and contrast to, say, like 10 years ago with YouTube and everything. Whatever.
Oh, that's interesting, especially with the YouTube phenomena. You should really do that.
I will. Okay, here's the thing. I need you to use your magic on the internet and find out all you can. Obviously, he's retired, but from where? What's his history?
And even more important, who hates him?
Where are you going?
Home. I have my favorite research websites marked, and Tim's going to call. We'll have lunch tomorrow and compare notes.
Where'd Annie go?
Home.
Why'd she come by?
Just to talk.
What are you two up to?
She's helping me with an article.
About what?
Public access shows.
Mm-hmm.
Ding!
I'm in the kitchen, Annie.
What's for lunch?
Chicken apple bacon bake. What'd you find out?
Not much. He lives on the island, alone, I think.
Where?
Over in the Oakdale section. And there's no other Earls in that area. No Misses listed either in any directories, charities, or boards of whatever.
I never would have thought to look so thoroughly.
Thank you.
Okay, what else did you learn online?
That he's been upsetting people for, about 20 years.
How old do you think he is?
I don't know. That wig throws me off. Around 70? I'd say no younger than 60, but not older than 75. Maybe that wig comforts him, you know. What if he's on a fixed income and he can't afford a new one, you know? You know, your head shrinks when you get old. And he takes it off at night and strokes it because he can't afford a pet.
Right. Okay, Annie, wait, please stay with me.
Well, what did you learn?
I got an email back from the cable people. They must not like him either. I gave them my email address and asked them to forward it. They wouldn't give me his contact info.
Well, that's odd.
I guess he gets a lot of hate mail.
You think?
So we know where he lives. That's a good start.
I have an idea. Why don't we take Henry for a walk after lunch?
Oh, I love Henry, but my allergies.
No, we'll feed him and then take him to the Oakdale section for a walk. And I'll get him to poop in Fred Earl's yard.
Why would we do that?
So we can talk to him. Henry will surely poop if I give him some canned chicken. Although then it's kind of squirty and hard to clean up.
Here, eat some lunch. Your blood sugar sounds really low.
Come on, Henry.
Annie, please, don't let him lick me.
But he likes you.
And I like him, but I don't lick him, because that would be weird.
If I got cancer and lost all my hair, would you make fun of my wig?
First off, if your wig looks stupid, I'd tell you. But no, I would shave my head in an act of solidarity and wear a groovy scarf around my head.
Like Sinead O'Connor.
No, like Elizabeth Taylor in the 1950s.
Yeah, dream on.
What was the house number?
1831?
Good, his car's there. Let's keep walking.
Okay, Henry, you're on. Come on, Henry. Come on, do your duty. Come on, do some duty. Who's doing the duty? That's a boy. Do your duty. Come on, Henry. That's a boy. Good boy. Come on, Henry. Come on, Henry.
What are you doing?
You can do it, Henry. If I get him excited, he'll poop everywhere.
Oh.
Come on, Henry. Who's that?
That's it. Sniff it out, Henry. Do your duty. Make the poo-poo. Come on, do it. Do it, Henry. Ooh, here we go. Steer him over right. Okay. Bullseye.
Don't look at the house. Don't look.
Why?
Now go back to the car and get a plastic bag.
You didn't bring one?
No, so Fred Earl thinks we're going to leave it on his lawn.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you going to pick that up?
Where did you come from?
I asked you directly if you're going to pick up your dog's excrement. Are you unable to answer a simple question?
My friend went to get a baggie.
You're not from this block.
No, we were driving by and Henry had to go, so we had to pull over.
He's a pretty dog. Be a shame if he was sick.
He's not sick.
Here you go. Oh, hi. Oh, wait a second. You're Fred Earl from Public Access Show.
You watch?
Occasionally, yeah.
It's important to keep up on current events in the community.
Right. You know, I write content for a couple of websites, and I'm doing a piece now on the effect of things like YouTube on public access shows. I would love to talk with you more if you have the time.
I'm not really interested in that.
Oh, I wouldn't quote you or anything. I'm just curious if you've noticed any effect in your viewership.
You get more information from the actual channel carriers themselves.
Oh, I wouldn't quote you or anything. I'm just curious if you've noticed any effects in your viewership.
I have a community of watchers, those who want to know what's happening in their neighborhoods.
Yeah, but I'm looking more for the human angle, like a human interest story.
Then you'll have to look elsewhere. I'm strictly a newsman.
Well, I think you'd like the press for your show.
Young lady, I do a service to the community. I'm not looking for press. Make sure you clean all of that up.
Holy crap.
Okay, I just need to process that. I mean, what just happened? Come on, Henry.
Got any more bright ideas?
Well, how was I supposed to know?
No. It was a good idea. Just, what the hell were we thinking?
We need a new game plan.
Did you notice if he was on any area committees or boards or anything on the net?
Nothing. Nada. Nil. Niente. He just sits back and watches the town and makes nasty comments, like Statler and Waldorf.
Who?
You know, the Muppets, the old men in the balcony who complain about the show.
Oh, yeah. But not as funny.
Same wig, though.
I think I will go down and talk to the producer of the public access programming and get his take on this guy, see what he knows.
Hey, do you remember that cool older woman? She was a retired school teacher, I think, and she said she'd been here 25 years and her husband was in the Navy. I bet she'd know something about Fred Earl.
You're right. Listen, let's meet up again tomorrow for lunch and compare notes. I have to think of a new angle for this story. I appreciate your time, Miss Richards.
No problem. I only have a few minutes, though.
Well, as I said, my article is about public access and its role in the community here. And I'm really interested in this guy, Fred Earl.
He's the longest-running show we've got. Does it all out of his garage, I think. 8 years.
Yeah, he likes to cause a stir, I think.
Well, he's not shy about his opinions.
But he touts himself as doing a service to the island. And, does his opinions have a lot of backing on the island?
Not from what I've heard.
Well, he said he's been doing it for 20 years.
Not here. Maybe on other public access channels. I think he sees himself as a kind of watchdog.
That's funny. I wonder what his background's in.
I don't know. I heard he retired from the CIA and all kinds of other covert things.
You think he retired from the military?
I don't know. To be honest, I try to limit my contact with him. Everything here is pre-programmed for the week, and one time the counter fell behind, so his show came on 2 minutes late, and he called my boss to report my lack of commitment and suggested I couldn't be trusted with menial tasks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and my boss, the producer, actually took it to heart.
Geez, what a piece of work. Well, I'm glad your boss was there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me a little, if you can, about what your viewership records show for the public access shows.
Henry crapped all over the garage last night. I'm sorry it took me so long.
No problem. I got some scoop.
Me too.
You first.
No, go ahead. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Do I smell like dog poop?
No, Annie. Get up slowly. We're going to go to the bedroom.
Why?
There's a glare on your forehead. Casually. Move casually.
I'm going.
What was that?
How should I know?
Okay, I'm going to crawl to the blinds and shut them.
Lorna, you look like you have mad cow disease. Oh, wait a minute. I see it. The spot. It's moving around.
Oh, by all means, stand in front of it.
It's a mirror reflection. Where's it coming from?
Christ on a cracker, Annie. Get down and help me.
Ow! I'm coming. Just hang on. Ow, this is hard. Ooh, my knees. Oh, my knees.
Wait, where's the spot?
It's still scanning the far wall.
Okay, on 3, reach up and jerk on the blinds and let them fall. 1, 2, 3.
What now? We're trapped.
No, we're not. We could go out the bathroom window and over the back fence.
No way. I am not going out there. Let's call your detective friend.
He's not my friend.
Let's call Sally.
We can't do that. She already thinks we're up to something.
We are. Up to our eyeballs and floating in it.
What did the school teacher say?
Oh, yeah. Well, she said she doesn't know where he's from exactly, but years and years ago he tried to run for a seat on the city council, and when he didn't get it, he's been the scourge of the city council since. But no one ever does anything. They just ignore him.
Well, I mean, what else? Ever married? Is he retired?
No wife, she said, and when he moved here, he owned an antique store for a while. But he either sold it or it went out of business.
Then why, oh why, when we finally meet him and start asking questions about him, the city is surveying our street. Look out there.
Oh, you're right. That's where the light beam was coming from. Let's go talk to him.
You're right. What are they going to do? Kidnap us? Shoot us in broad daylight?
No, they'd wait until night.
Oh, come on, let's go. Hi.
Hello?
Hiya. Sorry about the reflector glare.
Yeah, what you surveying?
Gonna do some digging?
Well, they want to run some underground cable through here, I guess. Excuse me, I need to mark up some spots.
Yeah, big red X marks the spot.
Can I help you ladies with something?
Oh, we didn't mean to scare you.
Then you should go put on some makeup and stop hassling me.
My skin is flawless, thank you very much.
Hey, just get his license plate number and we'll call it in.
Yeah, you do that, you crazy...
Careful, boy. I think we understand each other. Did you get the plate number?
Shh. 5 UIT 532. 5 UIT 5...
Okay. Holy crap-a-moly.
5 UIT 532.
Here, write it down.
Thanks. Now, who do we call it into?
I don't know, I just said that.
Oh, you sounded so real.
I know, right? Look, the lady I spoke to today was the producer's assistant over the cable company, and all Fred Earl had to do was snap his fingers, and she was like fodder for him.
What do you mean?
Their show was pre-programmed weekly, and sometimes their little gadget counter gets screwy and throws things off. And Fred Earl freaks out every time and tells her boss, and her boss actually leans on her for that.
But that wouldn't be her fault.
I know.
Maybe she's just not a very good employee and gave him an excuse to yell at her or something.
Maybe. But I think there's more. Like you said, the town just ignores him, and his business possibly failed, or he sold it, but he's living in the most expensive part of town.
I don't get where you're going with this.
Neither do I.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
Me too. How about some old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly?
With potato chips.
You know, I'm starting to think we need to pay another visit to the school teacher friend.
Really? Why?
I don't think Miss Richards, the lady from the cable company, would have turned us in to anyone for snooping, and we haven't really talked to anyone else.
Well, we talked to Scrooge McDuck himself.
True, but let's swing by her place, and when we're done, do you think she'll be home?
We can try.
But while you eat, maybe you can peruse this article I was working on. Tell me what you think.
Sure. Lorna, I'm just saying that without proof, it is, in fact, libel.
I'm getting to that.
What?
Proof. Look, I just made comparisons to those in the government and the powerfully influential institutions who denounce the very things they're guilty of. You know, Larry Craig, Mark Foley, the Catholic Church, etc., and this guy and his wig. Who is he? And why, I might add, is the city now protecting him?
I just thought you were going after this fear and hate monger, but now it's morphed into something I don't think you want to take on.
You're right. You're right. I'll tone down the article. But let's use this article to our advantage. I mean, if she knows anything, this teacher, surely she'll give it up when I tell her what I'm planning.
Okay, but don't back her up against the wall. She's really nice.
Yeah, and Hitler liked children.
Here we are, up this walk. Hi, Mrs. Strangler.
Strangler?
Yes? Hello, Annie. Come for more history?
Yes, and I brought a friend.
Okay, well, back up here. I don't want the cats to get out.
Oh, sorry.
Mrs. Strangler, this is my friend Lorna.
It's nice to meet you.
Ma'am.
And we have a few more questions about Fred Earl.
Mrs. Strangler, I'm writing an article for the internet publication about the type of public access show he does. You know, the type of person it draws in, and specifically how he, without any journalism background, inserts himself into the fray and substitutes, his stilted opinion for a news reporting program.
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinions.
Not when they're presented to the public as a guise of news reporting.
Well, I'm not sure what it is you want from me.
Right. Well, after Annie and I had a chance encounter with Fred Earl, and we started asking a few questions to people, I now have someone watching my house, just as bold as you please, in broad daylight. My question is why do you think the city protects him?
Oh, dear. No, I don't think that they do that. You give them too much credit. They don't even like him, I don't think.
Really?
Well, with that big mouth, who would? He's a loose cannon.
Mrs. Strangler, did you tell anyone about Annie's visit here earlier?
Just my son. He came for dinner.
Oh, that's nice. You have family near.
Yeah, but I can't get rid of this one. Are you single?
No, ma'am. Do you know of any rumors about the old boy?
Who needs rumors? You've seen him. That's not his real hair.
I heard he was in the CIA or something.
Oh, pooh. With his gob blabbering about town. I think he probably lived here at some point in his life. Maybe during World War II, like so many people did back then. Moved back here to settle once he got a little money and opened that antique shop and then retired.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Strangler. I do appreciate your help. Good luck with your son.
Okay. Hope I was some help.
You were. And thanks again. I'll be stopping by again soon. I'm making oatmeal brownies next week.
I look forward to it. Annie, bye.
Bye.
Could that have been her son surveying the house?
Oh, no, he's a big dopey-looking guy.
A real-life mama's boy?
Yep, dinner here almost every night.
Well, she'd probably miss him if he didn't come by.
I don't know, she's pretty independent.
Well, shucks. I thought maybe she'd shed some light or something.
Are you going ahead with the article?
Not without a rewrite.
I'm going to leave my car at your place. Just walk me home.
Well, who's going to walk me home?
It's getting dark, though.
Why don't you go pick up Henry, and you can stay at our place tonight. It's been kind of a creepy day.
Okay. Sally won't mind?
No, she loves company. It'll be fun. We'll do facials and do our nails.
Oh, my show is on tonight.
Fantasy Island.
Frontline.
Ooh, we love Frontline.
Here, let's just cut through here.
Okay. Hope they don't call the cops on us cutting through these backyards, though.
Oh, everybody does it.
Excuse me, ladies. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
What do you want?
My name's James Pritchard. I work for an attorney who represents Mr. Earl.
So?
We understand you are writing an article about Mr. Earl, and I have a cease and desist order for you.
I tell you what. You can wait till after it's published and then sue me, and we'll talk to my lawyers.
Miss Tallison, is it? I'm sorry, it's so dark out. Is there somewhere we can talk?
We can talk right here.
I think we're getting off on the wrong foot. May I buy you ladies coffee somewhere?
How'd you find us?
I got your address from the phone book, and I talked to your partner, Sally, at her house. She sent me here.
You talked to Sally?
Yeah, dark hair, kind of exotic.
Exotic?
Her father's a white guy and her mother's Chinese.
My wife's a hopper, too.
Right. And you and my partner wouldn't happen to work for the same company now, would you?
Not directly.
Okay, Annie, we should use your house.
I don't get it.
The Fed.
Holy crap, did you get me into trouble?
Not yet.
It's right here. Is Henry inside?
He's in the garage. We'll go in the back.
And who's Henry?
My very vicious dog. Come into the kitchen. I'll put the coffee on.
Thank you. It's been a long day.
Was that your man surveying my house today?
What?
The surveyor outside my house in an unmarked car. He said he worked for the city, but he was using a reflector mirror in my house today.
Not one of ours. Not if you caught him. Anyway, I'm not here to sue you or anything, but just let me tell you a story.
Is it fiction?
There was this guy who was, at one point in his life, lived on a quiet island in his youth. His father was a military man who served in 2 wars, but he was unable to serve himself for whatever reason. Flat feet or something medical. But he got into, he went on to do a great service for his country. He had to give up a lot to do this service, and I'm quite certain that it's very frustrating for him to be essentially stuck on the island now, where he has no say in anything, what happens, or anything really about his life. It must feel like a prison, so the people that I work for are very grateful to him and do our best to make him feel comfortable.
Wait a second. This guy is in a witness protection on a former military base from his youth? Isn't that the first place people would look? I mean, that's dumb.
It was his choice.
It was a dumb choice.
Wait a second. Did this guy have that disease where all your body hair falls out?
Ugh, I don't know.
So, just so we're clear, you're asking Lorna to not write this article, to stomp on her own rights, even though this clown spews fear and filthy ignorance, just so he can remain in his comfort zone for something he chose to do?
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a great man, but he did a great thing. Even ignorant people can do great things.
And I get nothing out of this deal.
It's not really a deal. This never happened.
How did you know about the article?
Google. His name is a red flag. Thanks for the coffee, Annie.
No problem, James, if that is your real name.
It is. And you can Google me.
This island has some serious secrets in it.
On it. It has secrets on it.
In it, on it, surrounding it. And that's still a stupid wig. Someone should tell him.
Come on, I'll walk you home and bring my car back. I'm sure Sally's waiting up for you.
Tune in next week for another episode of The O-Line Mysteries, presented by Billibatt Productions and brought to you by chickpimp.com. The O-Line Mysteries are written by M. Sailor Billings. Music by Tim Lindeen. To learn more about the O-Line Mysteries, go to www.olinemysteries.com. The O-Line Mysteries is an original work of fiction. Any resemblance between events, locations, or characters herein and real persons, living or otherwise, events or locations is purely coincidental.